Hey, this is Vorlins the Dwarf, and I want to do another one of these screencasts of a game of Hearthstones. This time I'm using the Sparks Point 8 deck. And I call it version Point 8 because Sparks posted a Beastmaster deck I found earlier, and I wanted to try it out. And one of the things that I'll comment on is I don't have all the cards he does. I haven't gotten any web spinners yet. I haven't gotten into Next Rammus, haven't touched that second wing, so I had to make a few adjustments. So I'm calling it a point 0.8 deck because it's not a full-scale version. To make up some of my gaps, I've left out the Axna. I have one, but I'm not playing it. I'm running 2 Timberwolves and 2 Scavenging Hyenas as part of that. So we're going to see how that does. I've had some pretty good success, and I've had some blockage. Right now, I'm currently sitting at rank 17. I've peaked at 16. And this seems to be pretty much where I'm stalled out with it. So I'm hoping part of this video will help figure out what I'm doing wrong with the deck beyond not having the right cards in it. Or is it just a matter of luck? Or maybe we'll get a win out of it. And we'll see what happens. Overall, I like the deck. It reminds me very much when I would play when I made my own from scratch. It's very light on anything direct damagey. It relies mostly on the traps as the key to supporting the minions on the board. I'm also a little unsure about the opening phase with mulligans here. This feels like a really good opening hand, but I don't have any 1 or 2 drops. And I hate throwing off a Hunter's Mark because it can be so useful later. And I hate throwing off a Houndmaster when there's an Animal Companion there. So I'm actually going to toss the Mark and see. And now, yeah, and this is what I've noticed with the deck. It's stacked very heavy on the later stuff. And so a lot of it comes down to, can you survive long enough to put some of these cards into play? And I'm not entirely sure that that's me or if that's by design. And again, I don't have those web spinners to help pad my experience out. And this is another one of those learning how to play the deck. I've heard that the key with traps is to use them reactively. You don't toss a trap unless you can see something on the board and know what you're prepping for, which is a little weird because it feels like it's not doing me any good in my hand. I may as well put it there so that I'm not rushing later to play it. And as a very high, heavy deck, it feels strange not getting some of these cards on the board sooner. What I want to do actually here is I'm going to go ahead and throw my bow up and do a face charge. There are no minions on the board right now, and I feel like throwing one out is just inviting something to go wrong. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of time here and see if I can't combine some of these together a bit. Now I got to get a little reactive. Okay, I'm sitting on 4. Let's go ahead and we'll put the trap up. We'll blast him, and we'll face him. That was probably a mistake because I lost my bow. I'm going to regret that later, I bet. Now this does put me at 5, so I can go ahead, I can put my Rhino out. Another nice thing is he's not going to be able to get that Golem back out this turn. He's going to have to sell it for somebody else. Unless he burns an integrate on that. And goes right straight to that. Oh, I really wish I had that. Well, we'll have to take care of him the old-fashioned way. We'll do that. Downside is he still has a 4 or 5 left, but at least I've done a little bit of damage. And again, this comes to learning the deck. I'm probably going to find I waited too long to put some minions out. I should have dropped that companion right at the beginning. Or not burn my last shot of my bow. But we'll see what he does with this. Fair play. Now the good news is I still have some options in front of me. I'll be sitting on 6 mana. I can pop 2 companions. And I think that's going to be a better play because it'll match me numbers on the board. I feel weird sacrificing him, but I will get that 4 or 5 off the board at least. I think another advantage of all these really high mana cards is it does kind of encourage you to keep using that steady shot to keep willing him down. Now the question is, can I keep up the pace? He has the card advantage, and Druids can be tough with that. Let's see what happens. Okay, well this is kind of nice because, again, that 5/5 is going to be a headache later. Let's see what we get, though, for our companion here. It's a solid card. I'll take it. I'm not going to knock him out next turn, though, with it. But at least I can get myself a little survivability until we get to that point. We'll see if that makes it another round. Now I've played against a couple of Warlock decks with a couple of Warrior decks with this, and not even made it to turn 8, because those ones were the ones that burned fast, and some of that feels like it's luck of the draw. It's part of the game. If the cards aren't coming, the cards aren't coming. Let's see what he's gonna do here. Yeah, he's got something brewing. Because I really want to get this thing out there. I wanted to try to play them both, but waiting to 10 mana to get them at the same time is a tough one. It doesn't happen very often. And I feel bad because Loke is a really nice buff. By playing the taunt on him, I'm pretty much guaranteeing he gets chewed up. The flip side, alright, that's going to make things harder later. Okay. Well, this is going to get interesting. There's a lot of guys I can take out. I've got some mana to spare. So what I'm going to have to probably do, and now he's not a beast, so I can't just play that. Draw a card on the death rattle. I'm not going to get a silence up in time, I don't think. So I'll let him have that free card. And we're back. Now, we've got to come up with here is a plan. We missed his turn, but the summary is the Keeper of the Grove knocked out my... so you can kind of see the flow here. He pretty much ripped me up. Now he's pretty well poised to finish the game if I can't pull something out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that trap. I'm going to reduce that. It's my best play, unfortunately. I'm going to hang on to him because right now he's just a target. And if I put him out, the explosive trap only triggers when my hero is attacked. And so I have to be careful there because I'm not sure. If I put out that hyena, he's just going to get chomped. And he buffs him up, and that's the game. No, and it's, again, it's hard to tell how much of that's me and how much of that's them. But I do think the deck suffers a bit from card draw and or operator error. So if there's something I'm missing here, I'm open to it. Either way, keep your feet on the ground.